Ghana, ya for fida kese pa. The 6th March Independence Day. And a koso, a celebration of koso, our Jubilee House. Na emu sensem and a matters arising. Quickly, manya, Madam Shamima Muslim, our humana so. Na yana chuchen komoka crash. Shama, memo achiwa ba ma chidu mediesu wa Kessben 92.9.
Mejo so nana mechiao na mechiao tie for so nyina.
Nah. Yeah, that's
happy Independence anniversary so.
And a happy Independence anniversary to you too. Na enra na ye ti o man panyina. Na ye nyantie ne kra ye kra ne aye calculation awie. Independence Day celebration na do dan kwakufu adom time NPP time no. Na sika na ye dey celebrate no afidie no mutimi slash about 95% as a 85%. Muchemu ye kire na ankonfront ase ye kekasa figures no a what does it mean to us? E dey na ka kire ye na by senate bi basa.
Yo, me da say me pacho me sha ase no me pese me nkan say yen kan say the how the independence was celebrated in the past was bad. Yen kan sa the ye kan say no ya bedi o mine no so no ya share your books na economic situation na ye hu no ye nyina agye tum say e kan no edoso na say President Mahama all command the state of the nation address o my hu say ye kan e ka eda Ghana so akwadru 721 billion cedis e ka ye den krofo bebre pensioners bondholders omo nyina omo abo government busia edoso afibia e wo say yentua be 480 million Ghana cedis in to service our foreign and local debts. Is even more than that. And see ye way mu nyina to enima ye feel say yentimi ko celebrate one day, even half a day of Independence Day, be say sika be 20 million Ghana cedis. Oh, budget ye buy no. Now almost say ebe cost Ghana 20 million Ghana cedis. And on mempenny can say they be. I see obi anti ase mine, even workers in negotiate here. Our moje to mubeje only 10% base pay increase, which is low, far below what they even received last year. It's all say, Obian tightening the belt. Now, you bet me your savings will be at their car, at their investing in critical areas. Did this say a bonnet, say, you bet decide this, my young scale down celebrations, no. Now, share how we've even been commemorating it. If ye review we are not gonna afford to do no feel say afibia say was a car ye celebrating in such a grand style which will also it means say ye the sika bebrebe say mo any dey ebetie dey Ghana for beka but afi dey ye can say obia entitering the belt obia sacrifice kakra na yentimi reset economy no yentimi endi enim enko fasika ento ade a ye betimi akati cost etimi aya ebeye fe obia o share program na enra obia nka se enye fe nkofo bebretimi participate here almost the event across the country via the streaming and television. So it was still a national event. Yeah, come on. Cost element now free was the national celebration and the regional celebration, but the district level where our children were attending schools, they held parades. So our school children still participated, even in Greater Accra. Whilst the national event was going, the district events were also going on. Namite, Greater Accra Regional Minister Nencheng, and a year kakra see or accepted parade no ni constituency. So MPs call omu constituencies omuko lead guard of honor no, and they received the guard of honor and the students participated. So this time we really decentralized it so that every community would feel the independence celebration. National cost no, and you can say baby I could no, just you make cost saving measures to address our financial problems as a country.
Asma okay de etasumu pa na chese metiwi a metewase yi a kire se afi no yenti yie yesikasam nye enu tini abra yesikasam nya afi adwumafo kra katua na ese kade de mom no ye no omo negotiate ye ntimi afa mo no nya afi ne ye ba be celebrity ade no grand star ye be ye jolly celebration and the tasumpa na chese si yenya baby gina ye kakra dia we can go back to the normal celebration meboa
and I can say oh you see this year you reviewing yema bebre and you know one of the issues to review is the mode of the commemoration of your national ceremonies. As for the principle of celebrating our national event, and they will be and cancel that because I will never support a non-commemoration of our independence, our republic, our founders, all of those national events. They tell a story of our past, and we find a way of celebrating them, but the how. The how is the one that we must have the conversation with. Or Bibi Kwaka say, oh, the president can only address the nation and it will still be good enough. You bet me your competitions within schools and it will still be good enough. And then it's now discussing it's not you're doing the mode of once we are successful, we can use it as a model to see how we consolidate it into the future. In 2 years, Ghana be 70 years. 70 years, so they are very historic. But your bomb say by that time, now your sister is near my year, and see we can have a grand celebration. But there be a make us a grand celebration does not mean say sika and the bear day shame. Celebrate grandly in a decentralized way, cost-effective way. Say social media and also our ABBA upstream. In fact, also. What we did this year, we did a lot of social media engagement because now you say young attractive youth to our independence struggle. You see, before 28 February crossroads shootings incident, Twitter space conversation, we had flyers telling the story about the ex-servicemen and the crossroads shooting, which actually propelled Ghana's independence struggle. So we have multiple platforms now to disseminate information to the general public and to get engagement, with the general public. We don't necessarily have to bring thousands of people to a particular place for a celebration to be deemed significant. Patron said,
Matthias, now before I come next question, so one can so my memo abaso. Namumre bina a nkofo kase, ye fra one wafa, ye best say, ye nya bano. Ye know the chance to duma sen nyamia dumara kwa, wa pejo adia kodu sam pempensui. Yes, say maninina hosa kwapem say, ebia o mampanyini. No abeka se bia ko baby fufuro sa akokoto as na quickly ye hwa de ayina owura professor Day former rector de magimpa no ka bibi se omampani John Dramani Mahama and honeymoon no watimi asise ne yie pa as like waye aduma wo hwe aduma waye no a wo presidency wo no ka kire ye e de ba de na afi so omampani na ye within a short possible time in 2 months here. Ufi say we open the box of hope for this country.
Nana, say enwa Ghana Independence Day. Omampanyini na oye keynote speaker address no. Enwa na ye neyire First Lady Lordina birthday. Omampanyini we adwuma no. Owie Independence Day commemoration no. Holdi talks with invited guests. President of Tanzania. Obaye. we conversation now na helicopter echo water region to go and assess the tidal wave destruction. Papayi, from the day he was announced as the president of Ghana as winning the election, until now one day, because Okacha will say, Muntum mame, experience na me wono. Maybe I am hitting the ground running. Oba within record time, Nana, Omanpeyin John Mahama, ST in the cabinet, says we have the fastest and the quickest cabinets of ministers already sworn in and working. Oba promises within 120 days, Obey maybe, including a national education dialogue, a national economic dialogue. Also, Obe set up a constitution review committee. Immediately, within the first weeks of his administration, he set all of these things up. Also, task force to work on his 120-day social contract. Last week, Oshia Constitution Review Committee to hear the progress of work. And to Omawe Juma, Uncle Dampo, and we want no afternoon start from Sebeka Juma na mama on way drawing. Or problems ne saying, a dear na metimiaya, mebua now a Juma na media maono, wait me. Last week, as you know, the National Economic Dialogue so. It happened in Accra, our conference center. 2 days. Captains of industry were there, civil society were there, academia. Obiara was represented. Now, share the genuine commitment on the side of everyday Ghanaians interested in supporting this new chapter. Obehu say ayampa say I say Ghana yenya second independence celebration. And it's a Professor Stephen Adaya Kasa ayampa because you tangible efforts and tangible actions that are being taken to reset the economy. Next week 11th March. This week next week 11th March. Finance Minister Asifo at the national budget, the first NDC national budget under the NDC government under His Excellency John Mahama's leadership, Chapter 2, the budget and economic policy. The Bema Ghana for through Parliament. And the creative ideas that we have generated with Ghana for economic dialogue proposals now this year's budget. Can I also say this year's budget no a reset budget no your priorities stabilization number 1. Number 2 the rationalization of our tax regime. Number 3 the removal of some of the nuisance taxes that are hindering the operations of the small to medium scale businesses. Number 4 policies to support our educational and health sector. And see, amongst others, Obek say what the plans are for all of these interventions. But at the base of it, the good governance chapter na Omanpeyin John Mahama say we cannot lead a country without integrity and accountability. And see, I am opening up the presidency to the people of Ghana because Ghana for NAD 2 million edemame. And see, let's start with independence. The medium seat of government, but do na no ba Flagstaff House da. Nkofo ba no mwenye GA. I was say on my say the seat of government is the seat of the people of Ghana. And yet any mystery. And see, we are demystifying that. As we are doing that, we are also engaging in accountability. At every stage of the way, Bibia or I also explaining Ghana for and now speech now or Ghana for say. Apart from that, he also called for peace in our troubled areas. He also called for sacrifice and an only personal commitment to lead a country with integrity and good conscience to be able to give us the Ghana we all want to build together.
All right. Shamima no pa yem fa umre ya dase pa nyakopon ka ho na ma ho den ni nimde na fa ebo my Ghana sir edi ebrese mu no susu ye besa ba na de ebeti atobia no what ade
no problem me no ne menya PhD e wo tree
na wo ya de o wa ya de papa wa no so atepa ye ka ne se wano awo pa
me da se aka bena mesiano me kana me de bena ta ho na yenya extra classes
yeah be extra classes but radio so kra yambu be enu ano no waka no ano wa ya de all right kudos all right where Shamima Muslim a deputy presidential spokesperson na motesi na etwetwe nkomo no na